Hello, good evening everybody. Sorry, little running late. Let's start the market update. I'm trying to give me a couple of minutes trying to post on Twitter and several places. Already, I'm about to send a tweet. Also, but folks, if you guys can help me to retweet. Okay, right there, we are live now. Just to bear with me, folks. I'm about to. All right, folks, if you can help me to retweet, I also tweet about it. See if you guys can help me. All right, see if anybody, just a second. Man, just a sec. Okay, I'll give you a live link, folks, so right here. Oh, somebody already posted, thank you. All right, so we are live, folks, right here. Slowly, so we're gonna wait a couple of minutes more, folks. Let's see, few more people can join in. I know it's a Sunday evening. I'm sure everybody, busy in their routine, but give a couple of more minutes. I don't want to jump in and right away on S&P 500. I'm gonna go and jump in somewhere else. A couple of other stuff as well. I'll also take a look at it. All right, but I appreciate, folks, if you can help me to retweet, or also you can share to any group community wherever you could. That's the market update today. Good evening, everybody. Also, let me put it on Discord that we are live. Okay, I did not post that link over there. Okay, I posted on Discord also, folks, so you can see that. But only live on YouTube, not on Discord, folks. I just want to make sure everybody knows that only live on YouTube, because this is going to be a few hours, folks. This is not a daily live. This is just a regular live. All right. Let's get going, folks. Everybody, welcome to Top Trading Edge. Today is 28th August, Sunday, and I'm sure everybody's excited about the market condition, to know what's exactly cooking here. I'm sure everybody has different positions, and they are also excited to know what exactly cooking. And let's figure it out first. All right. So this is S&P 500, Fortune 500 company listed under the belt of S&P 500. And what you see right now here, what the market is doing, is we are in the middle of the cloud right here, where the market is finding the support here. So as you can see, this is the daily chart again. Remember, this is daily chart. So when you see daily chart here, this is the market is basically finding the support at this area. right here. Okay, now there's a lot more I need to talk technically, but I'm sure there's a lot more people that are not here. So before I start analyzing S&P 500 in depth, I would, you know what, let's do jump in straight to the Bitcoin and gold and all these things, and then jump to equity market. How about that? So that way you guys can type it in, folks, here too. You know, if anybody has any question, just type it in here on YouTube. Okay, so let me straight point start with the gold, folks. Okay, let me start with the gold, and then we're gonna look at the market, because then people will be asking me the same question. Hey, what do you think the S&P 500 market gonna look like? I said, I just said so, right? So I'm gonna go through the let's start with the gold first. Okay, so I'm sure many people will not be interested in gold, so I'm gonna start with the gold first. So right here, gold, this is daily chart, folks. As you can see right here, when gold was going up, we found the resistance, and then we got a rejection. That was a bearish diversion, and we said that market gonna go lower. Now gold has a demand area, folks, which we bounce from here, and look like gold wants to break this demand zone. Demand going to flip, and we could probably go into the next gold support area. Is gold is heading to 1800 folks, so keep that thing in mind. Look like gold wants to go lower. Sorry, I have it. Gold wants to, next target is probably here, so we could break this right here. All right, so gold creating a head and shoulder pattern right here, and looks like gold wants to head into 1800, folks, right here. So folks, and as you can see right here, MACD entering into already. We had the bull cycle right there. We tried to went to the bull territory, got rejection, MACD cross, and enter into bear territory. So absolutely, gold look like wants to break this support. We did not even try this time, previous time. So folks, look at that rejection. That's a retracement rejection in the cloud. Absolutely want to bust the floor. All right. Okay, I'm not against gold, I'm not against anything. Whatever negative I see doesn't mean that, folks, I'm negative. Okay, please. So those who are freshly new joining this community, I am not a bull, I'm not a bear. Remember, folks, that's the difference you're gonna find me, while those who spend time with me. No, I'm a bull, and no, I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear, because my cycle always changes. Because otherwise, if I'm always bulls, I lose money. If I always become bearish, one day I lose money. So that is the reason, whatever I'm gonna speak, whatever I see. All right, so looks like, gold wants to go lower technically right here. That's where the monies are flowing into, folks. Okay, so keep that thing in mind. As you can see right here, bear MACD reversal and cross to the bear territory. So that's why gold looks like it's a pure rejection. All right, so that's the gold. Then I'm gonna take a look at the Bitcoin. Okay, so folks, those who follow me long enough, I don't know how many people, but when Bitcoin was $48,000 here, everything whatever I speak is recorded also, folks. Even in April, I was live here. I sold my Bitcoin, and I said that, folks, Bitcoin gonna go to 29,000, and we could go to 12,000 around this area, but we almost touched down to 15 and then rebound, and Bitcoin was bullish. All right, now there are macro. Normally I don't just look at the technicals, I also look at the macro, lot of things I analyze. Based off of that, I reach to certain levels. Now the cycle change, everything can change here. So now I have to look what I see here. So when my Bitcoin was bullish, what do you see, folks, right here? The Bitcoin bounce, remember, and then we got a bearish diversion. Remember, I announced bearish diversion. Bitcoin could go lower, and the target was $25,000. I posted, and we touched down to $25,000 Bitcoin. Correct? Right here, Josh. No, folks, there is no correlation with the gold and Bitcoin SPY that people say the gold goes down, market goes down. No, folks, gold is nothing small market, folks. Okay, so no. Gold is a totally different things. I do not correlate. People will go and talk about gold and bond is going down, market gonna go down and stuff like that. People do correlate. I do not correlate like that. All right, we will talk later on those topics if we get some time. So right here, as you can see, this is the Bitcoin. So sloping support Bitcoin has broken down. Right here, you can see we tested right here. So as you can see right here, right here, right here. What do you see? 1, 2, 3, kaboom. So now we are Bitcoin is testing the demand area right here, which is critical stage right here. All right, so keep that thing in mind. This is your $25,000 area. Sorry, 25,000 area. This is your demand zone. So most likely Bitcoin looks bearish, but it's oversold right now. You follow? So we might compress around here, and we need to find out what they're gonna do. I do not expect Bitcoin to go and dump immediately like that, folks. No, the way it looks like to me is overextended. It could bounce here. All right. But other than that, once after the bounce, I need to see how much the cloud gonna go test. So I would give it a few weeks out here on a Bitcoin. Few weeks. I do expect a little bounce, and then see how much has a power to it. So. But yes, Bitcoin looking bearish. Why? Because sloping resistance started building on it right here. So this is in play, wedge in play. We already broke that, and now we consolidate in this area, 25,000 area. But long run, if you want to see long run, what do I see here? Right here. What I see here is the M pattern, folks. Right here. That's your M pattern forming. So this is like this, something like that is fine, but that's a long process, folks. It's a longer process. So what happened here is the strong demand area is $25,000. We're gonna compress out here maybe a few weeks and see what happened if the rejection, this rejection sloping resistance, we get rejection, then we're gonna go and break the 25,000. We could go lower. If we break through that, and we're gonna go higher, and bottom would be rising. So right now we'll be testing the demand zone. So I do not expect Bitcoin to dump here. I expect Bitcoin to play around this range, around 25, 28 range, and then we need to further look into. So I would give a little time. Okay, that's what I see on a Bitcoin. All right. Josh, market dumping, any news? Market dumping right now? Market is closed, folks. What is market dumping, man? The way you guys are posting is like market dumping right now. Market is not dumping. All right, so no, folks. What happens is when market become bearish, we all become bearish, and we connect the dot because of China or because of bond, because of these. There are several things we connect each other, and we think because of that market dump. No, there is nothing correlation like that, folks. Okay, this is all we look for it because market dump. Now market maker job is to create the liquidity for the bulls and bears both, right? Yeah, that's what normally happens. We're gonna talk more about the market as the time. Still we have 133 people joining in. Slowly, I'm sure during the daytime we had 500 people. At least Sunday we could expect 200, 230, 200, 300 people can join. That would be great. They would know more about it. Okay, but please help to share. Click the like button, folks. Hopefully you can help if you can click the like button on this video, so at least Google start kicking in and reach to the bigger audience, folks. Look here, 137 people. See if you can help to click the like this video, so Google knows that there's a people out here, and I would appreciate if you could do that. And we're gonna today, like I said, let me bring it to you, folks. So we have plenty of time today. Okay, no problem. Have nothing to worry. We're gonna no restriction. But let me see something to tell you what we're gonna do today. Okay, right here, just a second. So today live, normally I don't do Sunday live, but today I had a time, so I thought, okay, let me go and we can do that. So Sunday 20th live, weekly market update I'm gonna analyze today. Then also I'm gonna look into lot mega cap stocks. Also I'm gonna analyze. And then Bitcoin, gold, and TLT also we're gonna take a look at it, which I did. Gold, Bitcoin, and TLT. I'm gonna look into it a little bit. Then we're gonna do some earning stocks also. And then I'm gonna deep dive in Tesla, folks. There's a lot of stock people have their positions, or I'm sure a lot of people are curious. I always in our WhatsApp group, folks, a lot of people are talking about Tesla, right? So I'll try to analyze more in depth in Tesla also, I'm sure. And also, if you have any questions about your favorite stock, I will go and take a look at that also in later stage. We also take a look at all your questions and answer Q&A. We'll do that too a little bit. Okay, so let's get going on it. Okay, right here. So this is your Bitcoin. I hope I answered on the Bitcoin. If anybody has any questions, just let me know. Okay, right there. Now let's take a look at the TLT, folks, right here. So TLT, as you can see right here, we have a support area right here. So the bond market is looking weak, folks, right here. As you can see, bond market looking weak, 93, and we could go and test the bottom here too. Yes, so this probably not a good situation, but this is how it's going to happen, slowly, and then eventually it could reverse also. Right now we are in a correction situation where bond market is vulnerable, and it definitely inflation is playing the big role in that. So right now, as the rising rate environment, a lot of banks are right now suffering, and that's why bank would have a difficult time, because most of the people who invest money into it, they will not they're gonna pull out money from the banks, and bank doesn't give anything basically. So banks are vulnerable, and that's why we have a lot of correction going on in the bank facilities. So Bitcoin, I mean, if the bond market is looking weak, so that is the reason. If you take a look at here in yield, let's take a look at the yield, 2-year yield right here. So skyrocketing right here. Whenever the bond market is vulnerable, the yield rises up. Rate of return is rising up right here, yield market. So this is 2 years. So what is 2 years? 5 years and 10 years, 20 years and 30 years. All the yields are rising, folks. Whenever the yields are rising, not good for the market. Okay, that's not good for the market. So as you can see, so all the yields are inverted, 2 to 5, 5 to 10, 20, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. All yields are inverted, folks. That's not good for the market conditions are. But remember, folks, whenever the rising rate environment, market is predicting right now. Market is predicting that Jerome Powell might pause raising the rate, and that would be the indication that market might fly high, and I don't think that Jerome Powell wants that. Jerome Powell does not want market maker or market people to skyrocket like that, because the moment market knows that Jerome Powell gonna stop raising the rate, the market gonna fly high. So they don't want that news to happen. That's what I think. Probably I could be wrong also, because if that happens, the inflation gonna skyrocket. All right. So that could be another case also. But right now the yields are rising, folks. That is the reason. You can see the TLT is going down. So, but remember what I said, yield would rise a little bit higher also. It can happen, because we have created, and that's why this will stay around some time here out, folks. This yield will not come down that easy. The rate has to stay up there. Many people are expecting that rate has to bring it down. I do not think so, because bringing the rate down, the whole thing can again flip upside down and inflation rises up. So they might need to keep the rate elevated. That's what I can think right now. Okay, let's take a look at the oil, see what the oil is doing, right? So oil bouncing right now here. So oil has a supply. So folks, what I see here, if you can look at triple top right here, oil is bouncing from here. Okay, oil looking good. All right, so this is one thing I'll tell you about the oil. All right, folks, very, very important. A lot of people have their positions on oil, and let's analyze the oil. Okay, so what do you see here, folks? Right here. Okay, hear me out. This is interesting. There's a tons of oil mafia, and they think, man, right, this area. So this is, look at this is like a China wall, right? Do you see China wall? Don't want to go this, they don't want to cross 83, 82, between 80 to 83 dollar range. They don't want to cross that. Okay, so what did you see right now? Oil is bouncing from here, right? You see this oil is bouncing, right? If we get a rejection right here, oil, this is look like a MACD crossing down and price is going up. If we get the rejection right at the top, anywhere this supply get a rejection, then we're gonna go, oil gonna go down, and that's what it looks to me. We're gonna find out, because oil is right now bouncing last 3 days. As you can see, oil is bouncing. Now if we poke through here the supply, man, this oil can shoot up, folks, $93. Yes, so this bounce is dangerous bounce right now. Why dangerous bounce means, if this, the way the reversal it is right now, if that reverse and we can go through the supply, we can go through and bounce, and we could go higher. That's what the indication look like. But the MACD is pointing south and squeeze built in look like they want to poke through the roof. So the oil looking good to me. But remember, this is the strongest supply out here several times. So that is the reason, if you can see right here, is bounce coming in. Look, 2-time bounce, right? This is your market found the support here, and this is bounce. So if this bounce, once we enter here, we're gonna poke through. So oil wants to go higher. That's the support. Look at the cloud is telling you too. In a bull territory, squeeze coming in. So folks, might be oil could, folks, poke through the resistance. Look like oil pokes the resistance several times. Market maker, they are trying to control the oil, but this time, man, look like they want to poke through. All right, so oil looking strong here as compared to gold. Let's see this area we need to enter right here. Looks like it's want to go, but if there is a rejection, we will see. All right, most likely, it's want to poke through. This time it want to poke through. Look, never. Last time we tried here, look, this was the, remember, this was the down trend. So the top were falling. In this case, the bottom is rising. This bottom to this bottom is rising, right? So when bottom rising and pulls over, that's the correction. So retracement, that means they want to break the resistance. That's why I say oil looks bullish to me. All right, okay, let's take a look at now market condition, folks. We have people lining up. So I did not look into market first because I thought slowly people will line up. Now I'm gonna go to the market. All right, so let's take a look at the market. So we're gonna take a look at the first S&P 500, folks. So the most important part, folks, everybody wanted to know what's cooking in market, right? And absolutely, folks, we can deep diving into this. So what do you see? Those who taken the technical fundamental class, remember technical fundamental class, they would know what we are talking here. Okay, hope you understand that part. But that class gives you, because there are many people, when market goes down, they suffer, and then they ask the questions and all. So you have to apply the technical fundamental class I give you. So what exactly market? We don't need to be afraid, folks. What we need to do is, there is a market cannot go like a straight arrow. The problem is, what are the problem we have? We expect market to go parabolic straight arrow. That's not how market goes, folks. Okay, not straight arrow, right? So market maker job is to create the liquidity for the bulls and bear, right? Exactly, that's what market is doing. So there's a trend line right here. You see this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. That's what is market currently doing. But if you look at the market has broken the trend line. You see this, currently market has broken the trend line right there. But also remember, whenever market breaks the trend line, you also have to understand there is a linear line. They always go and test the linear line, and we always bounce from the linear line. So we announced on Thursday that our linear line is 431.25. So we are right there at here, right? But if you take a look at it, the MACD is full flash bearish. Okay, if you take a look at it, full flash bearish here also. Now MACD enter into bear territory, right? So there are a couple of things caveat here I see, folks. Okay, if you ask me my this many year experience, I will nail it down thoroughly properly, because we don't want to trade with the hopes. We don't want to trade with the speculating. We wanted to know exactly what are the smart money doing. That's where my focus is. My focus is where the smart monies are doing. So I will show you their previous path. Okay, we always, right, if you want to go and date somebody, yeah, and say, man, let's find out, then you can go look at the history. Correct? Similar situation here. You want to date with this, you want to figure out what they did in the past, what are the game they played. That's why we always look at the previous data. So let's go and find out, because over here in a daily chart, everything looks MACD looking bearish, volume looking bearish, everything looking bearish. Correct? The clouds are giving up, almost clouds about to give up. All right, now let's do this. So let's go to 30-minute charts. I'm gonna go into the slowly gradually down. Before I go to there, I just wanted to show you here the history. So what I was saying here is the tops were, look at here, the tops were falling, tops were falling here. Right now, what do you see? The the tops rising right here. So bottoms are rising, this bottom to this bottom rising, this bottom to this bottom, this bottom to that bottom, that bottom to that bottom, and look at that. Right, so look at the tops. Right, so bottom were rising, correct, this bottom to this bottom. So anytime, folks, this bottom market crossed the previous top, right, and we went up. Same thing here, we bounced from we did not cross the bottom, folks. This bottom, when we correction came, we did not cross, we bounced from these. Correct? Same thing, we went up, correction, we did not cross this bottom, we bounced from here. Then we went to this top to this top, higher top. We pull back and we bounce. We bounce from this bottom to this bottom again. So rising bottom, right? So whenever the bottom rising, market is bullish. Okay. So right here, market going up and up and up. Right there. Now, what do you see, folks? That market again trying to correction mode right here. This correction. There are several types of correction, folks. So look at these correction. Look at these correction. Lower low correction. Correct? This is not a lower low correction. So if this is not the lower low, that means we're gonna go and push the next the bull cycle. We can probably cross the top, right? And that's what market has been doing last 6 months, 2023, right? So over here we had a pullback. Now this is where the drama we need to watch right here. So we need to find out, is this the correction and is it gonna bounce or not, right? So this is just the daily charts I'm analyzing right now. Okay, but I'm gonna take you into little short period also, because everybody is curious to know, Josh, what's gonna happen out here, right? So we need to look at it in a little short period of time. So this one would be let's look a little bit 4 hour, then I'm gonna go to 30 minutes. Okay, and let's see what look like in 4 hour chart. As you can see, 4 hour. Okay, so if this support is right here, folks, that's your demand zone right here. If this demand zone flips, I mean not the flip, I mean, yeah, it could flip, but right now if we break this, we're gonna go and test the sloping support here, right? That is the one scenario right now I'm laying out. Okay, do not rush anywhere decision. Look, there is no decision to be made here. You gotta understand a lot more things here. So let's, similar situation market have done, and I'm gonna show you. So what you see here is, you see my sloping resistance line is right here. You see this area, and this is from here, like here, August, right? August 1st. So this is August month cycle. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, similar like this. So whenever market go parabolic move, what is parabolic move? Either could be a long side or it could be a short side, correct? So whenever market goes and pulls, right, what do you see? Market goes pull back, they oversold, right? We overbought, oversold. So what happened is market is overextended here, overextended from the sloping resistance. So market has to go and test the sloping resistance right here. So you think, Josh, market gonna go and bounce from here because we are overextended now? They have to go and do the test. So this is how this is what normally supposed to happen, folks. Look, So for example, sloping resistance, right? This is your resistance, draw the line, and market is going like this, right? Like this, like this, like this. Now, if that happened, they need to go and test this, and we need to watch whether they're gonna, whether they're gonna bounce and break this, or they're gonna go lower, correct? This is what we need to watch for those people who are long-term bullish or bearish, correct? Remember folks, long-term bullish, bearish. So we need to figure it out whether they're gonna break this or not. So there might be, let me explain you a few things, okay? There are certain scenario I wanna lay out here. Be patientful here, so I'll explain you. So in this case right now, sloping resistance is intact. We market about, this is the demand zone. This area is demand zone. 431.25 is your demand area, folks, right here. This is where we need to watch. So we are overextended. So now market is trying to find the support here. So I'm gonna go, I need to look into 30 minutes to look and further elaborate more, see what the smart monies are doing. So if you look at this, all these red lines are, these are the smart monies sitting there. So if you look here, this is your smart money sitting. Okay, do you see something or what I see, folks? Do you see something what I see? I see something cooking here, folks. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Look at these people, man. They are chapter smart. Look at that. That's your divergent. Do you see divergent? No. Now I see a divergent. So what does it mean? They want to break the cloud probably, right? Trap all the bears, break the cloud, and we are away from the trend line like this. Look at market went down, 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 and we test the trend line. Then again we went down. So same thing here. They want to bounce here. This is short-term period, okay? So now we need to go. So remember what I draw here, folks? Right here. So when I draw this line like this, right? So they're gonna go like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and then we need to see, right, whether they're gonna go and break or they're gonna go down, rejection, and go down, right? So we're gonna give a little right now market looking, I feel like a market has a bounce this week. Because of the divergence I see here, because and also we are the parabolic move overextended, so the oversold. Whenever market get oversold, we test the linear line and we bounce, because oversold it means you have to buy back. You have to buy back, folks. Okay, that's why it's oversold here. So we need to probably right here what I see, maybe a Monday or Tuesday. I can see probably it could be a bounce around here. It looks like, because it's the oversold position right here. All right. That's what I look like. Let me see another 5 minutes just in case, because 5 minutes is like a kind of intraday trade, but 5 minutes not gonna give me much idea. But 30 minutes is good enough. 30 minutes, old enough for me to analyze, and I think it's giving me some idea. So I'm gonna clear that part. So hopefully you understood the part now, folks. That's your 30 minutes. So over here. So now I'm gonna lay out a little bit long term also. Those people who have been here and looking for a long term. Let's do long term, folks. There are two scenarios I'm gonna lay out for the little long term. One thing is, so there are people who are always bearish, right? And there are people who are always bullish. That's not what our community is all about. What I teach you is, folks, if you want to be successful in your life, you have to change. You have to be bearish also, and you have to be bullish also. If you remain bullish, be prepared to take a jolt. If you are a bearish, be prepared to take a jolt. But if you are both, you could take advantage of when market is bearish, when market is bullish. Doesn't matter. You can take, this is who I am, and that's what I learned in my life. If you want to be a smart, right, you don't want to be one side, you got to be both the sides. So whenever the market maker does that job, just follow the smart money and just take the advantage of market maker, lay out the cheese. Every time market maker lay out the cheese, let the first mouse go and get the cheese. They get trapped and you get the cheese, right? That's what I do basically. So over here, folks, let's understand what exactly situation happened. Look at the exact opposite the bear scenario. Look at the bull scenario. So market was going up, parabolic move, right? Then we got a pullback. When market pulls back, market bounce. When market bounce, we go and test this resistance. When we try the resistance, we pull back, retracement, and then we boom, 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 broke through this, right? Exactly, we need to similar situation we need to now do here, folks. If you can understand, I'm not a fortune teller, but I'm trying to analyze the market conditions for you, so you would know that market could break or not. Similar situation like this, but this was the bull side, now we have a bear side. So bear side scenario, what market could happen? This is little long term, okay, remember. But if you take a look at if you look into futures and you're gonna take your decisions on your positions, man, you're gonna wipe your account, folks, I'm telling you, because there's a lot of dummies there, big guys. They trade futures, and based on that they take their positions on market, and they've blown up their account, I'm telling you. So please be careful. That's why you don't see every trader, they traders, they have futures running on their screens, they have a VIX running on their screen, they have a tons of things running on their screen, right? I don't have a none. I don't use VIX, I don't use futures, nothing. Why? I follow the real money, whatever the market is doing. I don't want to speculate what the futures are doing. I want to speculate real data, real money when they put it in. So right here, so what I see here, folks, now let's understand the market, what market about to do here in this scenario. So I laid out, explain you this bull scenario. Now let's understand the bear scenario. So imagine that market could bounce here, and we could go and test the resistance and the pullback. When we pullback happen, we're gonna go lower low, or we're gonna bounce from the previous low, which would be this low, right? That's what I need to watch. So let's see what data will unfold in a week or two. That would tell me. So I'm gonna those who are enjoying the community, folks, I always post my market update video every on and off time, folks, right? So if you want to join, please join, folks, the community, right? And it's on right here. You can scan this code, and you can join the community too. I'm always live every day. You can join this code, and you can join the WhatsApp group, folks, every day, right? And I also give a market update, right? It's a free of charge, folks, free of charge. And I will always go live every day on YouTube, every day, folks. Those who are new here, first time here, folks, just to let you know, I every day go live, market live. So if you want to see it right here, look at this. You see, you can type it on YouTube, TopTradingEdge, one word, right? And you can see all the tabs, live and video, right? So these are 7 hours live right now. We are currently live. And then you also see 7 hours live, 7 hours live, 7 hours live right here. You see that I go every day morning 9:30 to 4. I take my trades. I analyze the market every minute, every seconds, right? I'm here live, free every day, folks. If you want to join, every day join, folks. Plus market update video, Tesla update video. How would I know Tesla gonna go to 400? How would I know Tesla gonna go to 214? Right here, folks. I analyze that Tesla. All this Tesla weekly update video, right? 27 July, what did I say? And look exactly what happened to Tesla, right? So all these things, take advantage, folks. These are all free, folks. Look what I said, Tesla gonna go to 300 right here. So look what happened to this weekly video, right? I mean, all this video, look at that a month ago what I said. So use these, folks, if you want to be part of the community. It's free of charge, folks. These are all free of charge. Join every day. All right, now let's talk about the market. So this is the market condition right now look like, folks. So we understood about the divergence right here, bullish divergent market has it. We have the cloud. We need to find out, see what market gonna do tomorrow. Most likely it looks like a smart money wants to take it little up. All right, now let's take a look at it. Next, what is next, folks? Right here, right here, next. Okay, let's take a look at the mega cap stocks, folks. Okay, let's take a look at the Tesla, right? Everybody's waiting for Tesla, so let's take a look at Tesla, folks. Also click the like button while you are here. Please click the like button. Okay, so first I want to take a look at the Tesla look like, folks, right here. Tesla just broke the 100-day SMA moving average right here, pink line, and broke the cloud right here. You can see, right, 100 SMA. So Tesla could go and test the 196 or 200, right? This area 200 is a major support. That's what technically look like. Okay, MACD looking super bearish here, folks. MACD looking super bearish, but I don't want to scare you that way. What I see here is, folks, there is a demand. So anything you need to look into Tesla or any stock, folks, you have to keep it in mind about the market condition. Market first, market first, market first. What if a market first buy? If the market is dumping, Tesla could go also down, folks. But if market bouncing, Tesla could bounce. That's what I need to watch, because market is oversold for as couple of weeks. Market was down, right? That's why. So if you look at Tesla here, what do you see? This is your demand area. So let me explain you right here. Okay, so see what happened here. This area right here. Look at right here. Look at everywhere. This is a strong demand area. Look at several bounce. Okay, now, folks, very careful to understand this part here. Okay, what do you see in China happening? China is in a strong recession mode. Probably they are into, they have a bigger money crunch going on, if you ask me. And because of that, Tesla could be in a trouble. That's the thesis. Okay, but technically I want to analyze here. So what I see here is, look, market, when Tesla was going down here, what did Tesla do? Tesla found the support. This is demand area right there, and Tesla bounced. When Tesla bounced, found a resistance. You see, when this resistance happens, we push it down. Tesla broke this support right here. These are daily chart. One candle represents 1 day of the work, right? This is where market found the support. So this was the previous resistance. We got a rejection, right? And then we pull back, and then look at it, we fly to the roof, right? Now exact situation happening here. So do you want to see a similar situation where market went up? Look, right here we tested and we bounced, right? Now this time what happened is, this is the demand area, folks. We are at a critical stage. There are two scenarios I would lay out and explain you what do I think. One thing you need to look, when the Tesla created divergence, I said Tesla wants to go lower, and I said that right here. How did I say right here? This is, look, Tesla was going up. So when those who join the community, they already know how to take the advantage of the market, right? And see, what did I say? That Tesla wants to go lower, correct? Right here. So that was your divergence, bearish divergence. So market driver was driving the car. So the car was going north, but the driver wants to pull over, right? Similar situation. So that was your bearish divergence. We announced that, hey, there is a weakness, market has it. But okay, folks, now what do you see? The MACD is pointing straight south and enter into bear territory, where the bears are in control. That is the danger mode, right? Yeah, next Netflix, Nvidia. Okay, so once we finish this, so what happened here? Tesla right here, this is your strong support, this is your demand area. Now there are two things I will lay out. This bounce, market could bounce from here, and if market found a rejection, this cloud could reject, Tesla gonna go lower, low. So if you ask me, I don't have a crystal ball, but most likely Tesla could bounce. We could found a rejection from the cloud around 230, and then we're gonna break these 214, and we could go lower and test this area somewhere 200 SMA, which is right here to 196. Similar like that could happen, but we could break that also. Okay, but I don't want to scare anybody. If, look, folks, the market all of a sudden becomes super strong and bullish, and we could go to the roof, then Tesla could go and break this resistance. This is supply right here, and we could go higher. That scenario is still open. Okay, that could be open also, because this is demand area, folks. So we need to see how much demand this market could create. So overall S&P 500 is a consolidating mode. Consolidating mode mean to say probably little sideway area. Sideway means $20 pie up and down, total range $20 to $30 pie move around range. That's why we are right now in a correction mode, and that's why Tesla is also in a correction mode. So over here, Tesla, what I see here, folks, there is a bounce. I'm expecting a bounce on Tesla. Okay, short term, and then we're gonna go lower. This is my analysis, folks. You have to do your due diligence, folks. So strong disclaimer, the video and audio, whatever I'm speaking here, is education purpose only, right? It's not a financial advice. Okay, it's not any recommendation. You have to do your own due diligence before you enter into any trade or before you take any actions. For your personal reason, you have to have your financial advisor. You ask them any questions you have. So right here, folks, this is, hope you understand the Tesla analysis. Looks like there is a bounce, but most likely cloud is your resistance. Now we broke the clouds, and look at the cloud, what you see. So Tesla looking like a super duper weak to me as the long term into say few quarters or few months, I would say. Not the, yeah, like next ahead of 2023 looks little weak to me, but there might be a bounce here. That, so short term I expect a bounce, and then it could give a rejection. 80% chance, folks. I'm not a bullish, I'm not a bearish. Hope you understand. Anything can change, whatever I am thinking, whatever thesis I'm laying out. Okay, because based off my experience, I'm just laying out. Market can, any card condition can change, anything can change, macro change, financial fundamental change, anything can change, anything can happen here also. That is the reason I said, if you want to, you follow Top Trading Edge, follow me anytime. Any changes happens, I will always update you. I am not a bull. I don't have any position on Tesla, just to let you know. All right, so that's Tesla. Now let's take a look at the NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA right here. Okay, so NVIDIA, folks, any caveat, any earnings and all, that is a caveat. In that caveat, folks, market maker has their dirty agenda behind. You understand that if they want a retailer to go and burn their money, and they can rake the premium from the bulls and bears, both get slaughtered. So in option class, what I teach you, folks, that market maker has their own agenda behind, and they exactly know how to take your money. And that is the reason when particularly earning comes out, folks, in our community, I tell everybody, folks, that stay away. We don't want to cultivate bad habits, because bad habits, market maker takes our money. So right now, what you see, folks, look, NVIDIA is right now, bids are going away. NVIDIA bids are going away, constantly bullish, going away, bids are going away. But let me look at the 4-hour chart real quick. It's ugly duckly chart look like. All right, what do you see here, folks? Look at this bounce. Just a second. We got a cloud resistance here, and I'm gonna look into 30 minutes, folks. Just a second. Let me see 30 minutes. Okay, sloping resistance right here. This is your demand area, folks, right here. Sloping resistance, the knife is falling right here. Okay, so what I would do is this. When is the earning? Earning is on, let me see, earning is when? 23rd. Oh, okay, so Wednesday. I'm sorry, Tuesday, right? Tuesday evening. All right, so what I would see is this, folks, okay? Look at this. This is your resistance right here. This is your channel right here. Market is playing, right? This is the channel market is basically playing right here. Now MACD looking like a bullish right here. So NVIDIA looks to me a little bullish before the earnings. Before earning, NVIDIA looking bullish. Okay, because they want to make sure everybody is bulls here, so people put their bet on it. right? That's what I can see. But one second, I see something interesting here, folks. Look at this. Look at this. This is not a hidden bullish divergence either. Come on. This is, yeah, this is. So if you look at this is hidden bullish divergence to me. What is hidden bullish divergence means? Market want to go higher, folks. This wants to go higher. If you look at the chart, smart money chart, they're trying to push this up. So maybe a couple of days is a bullish. That's why I say it look like bullish. They want to break this and want to go higher, Nvidia. So they could go and test this probably. All right. But again, folks, you have to do your diligence. I don't, right now all the premiums are outrageous. You got to apply your option class, whatever I teach you. That's why I'm not playing how to trade Nvidia. On Friday, people have printed crazy money. You can print crazy money, then your earnings you play. But you need to learn how to trade Tesla and Nvidia and Netflix and all. That is your option class, whatever classes I teach you, intraday class, all these class I teach you, got to apply all the advanced level class apply. You can print more money than on earnings, what you guys are printing. We are done in 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, done, and print $10,000. Why would I go and trade with earnings? So, but you need to learn the technique. Once you learn, you can keep using that technique for lifelong. So this is what exactly, if I want to analyze, this is your hidden, folks, again, remember this is a hidden bullish divergence. So it looks like want to go higher. All right, that's Nvidia, folks. Let's take a look at the Apple real quick. Woohoo, man, what the heck, you can find here everywhere, woohoo. All right, let's do Apple, folks. Let's take a look at the mega cap, few mega caps. So we did Tesla, we did Nvidia. Let's take a look at the Apple. So folks, Apple is the big elephant in the NASDAQ, right? That's what the elephant they're trying to move around. So in that case is, folks, what happens is Apple would be a different scenario, different caveat here. So what I expect is, excuse me. So Apple has a, again, sloping resistance broken right here. Right, this is your look at the gap down and market. Apple looking solid bearish, correct? Now we are testing the linear line, we are bouncing. So I think we might little bounce here, and then we got a rejection, and we could go break 170 and we could go lower, folks. It can happen, I'm not denying. And we could go test this 157.56. That could happen. This is the long-term scenario I'm laying out here. Because of Apple is a big elephant in the NASDAQ to move around. They have no choice but to move, right? And that is the only one reason I think like, and that's why if you take a look at here, MACD, and I said so a few weeks ago, and those who shorted, they have made money, right? So that was the divergent market created, and boom, boom, boom. Until then, Apple was constant bullish. So that's what is happening on Apple case, folks, right here. So Apple looking to me a very short term. It could bounce here. We could go and test probably 180, right? Or maybe 177. And then we could have a rejection, something like that. That's what I think, okay? So right now, I don't see any bounce. I mean, crazy bounce here. MACD is still in bear territory. Look at the volume. So Apple is super duper weak looking. We need to see how much bounce it could have. Apple. Then Microsoft. Microsoft has similar big elephant in the room. MACD entering into bear territory, folks. Whenever MACD enter into bear territory on a big mega cap stock, gotta be careful. So Microsoft hit the demand area, folks, right here. So then in that case, there could be a bounce here. Let's see how much it could bring the bounce. And then Microsoft has a gap at 284. Yep. So that you need to keep this thing in mind too. So Microsoft could go and test this area also, folks. Okay, keep that thing in mind in a near future, not immediately week or two, but little process involved here, but Microsoft looking weak because you broke the cloud. Whenever market breaks the cloud, folks, let me see here. So right there, 200 SMA, we could go this area, folks, Microsoft, okay? So looking weak Microsoft right here, keep that thing in mind, Microsoft. Okay, then we can look into, there is a bounce, okay? I'm not saying there Microsoft could have a bounce and then we could have a rejection. So we need to look at the market. So market, let's see how much market could bounce. Once we get a rejection, then Microsoft could go. So Microsoft go down, and Apple could go down. SPY could go also down also later step. This is later, not tomorrow, not this week. I mean, I'm expecting this week a bounce. Let's see. All right, so that's your Microsoft. If we take a look at it, Amazon, darling of Wall Street, right? Look at this. We are still above the cloud. So Amazon still holding good out here, folks. But Amazon got a diversion. Oh, wow. Amazon looking weak, folks. Amazon looking weak, divergent. So market Amazon creating a diversion here. Constant diversion Amazon is creating. Look at that. From this point to this point, right? And Amazon still bullish, right? That's why I think Amazon might could be a correction. Some point of time you will see they're gonna, if they break the cloud. Look, so hold on, let me see. We did not test the cloud here, so 50 SMA testing right now. Yeah, man, Amazon looking weak right here. So Amazon could go test probably some point of time, linear line 126, and then it could bounce or something. That's why we have bearishness here. All right, so keep that thing in mind. We could bounce from here 50 SMA in cloud, then we could have a rejection from this area somewhere around 136, and then we could go lower to 126, something like this. Bounce, rejection, go down. Other than right now Amazon looking weak. The MACD also cross. Okay, that's Amazon. Then let's take a look at the AMD. Sure, AMD. All right, so AMD price target reached, folks. Remember my price target was right here. We said AMD heading $102.89. We touched down that right there. That's the, yeah, so AMD broke the 100 SMA. Alrighty, so right here AMD has a bull flag set up right here on a daily, big bull flag. Look at that. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, so AMD right now, folks, we could go and test this line here. It could bounce. We are below the cloud, is bearish, and we could go and test 110, and we could get a rejection, and we could go test the. So these are the AMD scenario. It looks like they could go and test this area, and then come back and test this area. 90. So AMD could go here for this area. Some point of time it can happen too. This area 200 SMA, they could come down. Okay, so bounce, then we're gonna break the floor and we come down. So look like if market get a rejection coming in a couple of weeks, then we could go and test this. So we need to find out, see what happened this. Yeah, man, AMD just entered into bear territory, folks. Watch out on AMD, man. AMD looking bearish. Oh, be careful, folks. Why? Because this, once we try this, anywhere rejection comes, AMD gonna dump. That's what AMD look like. All right, that's AMD. All right, so what other things we need to do now? Okay, so we look at AMD, Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla. Any other thing in your mind, folks? Now I'm gonna take your stock, favorite stock. So please go ahead, let me know. Alrighty, one by one. George, can you look at folks? GME, AMC, folks, be careful. Those stocks. No. Please, folks, those I cannot. Those are all meme stock, folks. I don't teach those. All right, so GME looks super duper weak, but we found a little support area. You could little bounce also, but MACD is bearish. Look at this, GME still looking horrible. GME looking very bad, folks. You know, if you are, but look, those who are following GME and AMC, don't give your money to these market makers or whomsoever. Give yourself an education. I do offer a lot of education classes, folks, right? So take your education, right, at least, and see the difference. Your world will change. Take your proper education classes, what I teach you, folks. Your world will change. Otherwise, this is, if you're gonna keep giving the money, look, these are the classes I offer, folks. Every day I offer class in the evening time and weekend time also. I educate proper technical. Those are the contents I offer, and these are your foundation. Once you have a foundation, folks, then you can understand that how this market works. If you're gonna throw the social media, following social media, you're gonna burn your money, folks. Market maker loves what you guys do. Remember, they know how to take the advantage. So follow, if you want to learn, just follow me. Every day I'm live and learn. So GME looks like a support area and it could bounce, but MACD is super bearish. So this is, you might have one or two green dead and then bounce, and this is all saga, man. This is horrible looking. Okay, next, Qualcomm, yes. So Qualcomm, okay, so Qualcomm had a divergence right here. We got a rejection, we pull back. Folks, I have a Qualcomm positions also, so my research might be biased, just a disclaimer. MACD in a bear territory right now, so Qualcomm looking in a bear territory here. Okay, so Qualcomm looking little weak because we broke the cloud right here. So Qualcomm support is right here, this area right here. So maybe if market really dump crazy sell off, target is right here, 102.38 more probably, and then market could change the direction and we could go higher later. But right now Qualcomm looking little weak. So in a week or two, I mean in this coming week, maybe bounce 113, and then we could get a rejection probably and could go lower also, because if market conditions worsen, because MACD in bear territory, remember that. That's why I see Qualcomm lower. All right, keep that thing, man. If any bounce comes, great. So let's see if the market goes up, market first. If market little bounce, I'm expecting Qualcomm bounce and then Qualcomm go lower. Something like that could happen. So we'll see. It's about the market, and right now Qualcomm not looking good. It's looking down. Only this week it can have a bounce, but then it could go lower. If market breaks down, then Qualcomm also will break down with it. PayPal, same thing. PayPal, I have a little positions open for, so my research would be biased. That's my disclaimer. So PayPal right now, folks, is, look, so what happened is, look, let me explain you PayPal. So those who are trading, look, every time PayPal go and bounce, goes down, bounce, goes down, right? So anytime, look at the what MACD doing here to here, right? Then again bounce, then again. So whenever market overextended, right, oversold, they need to go and buy back. So similar situation, it happened here, similar situation happening here, right here, correct? So this is the area market would create a bullish diversion on PayPal right here, somewhere in this area, and we could go little higher. That's what I can see. So this area I can see between 59, this area market could bounce and we could go higher, because it's super duper oversold. PayPal looks to me here, just like every time here, oversold and then reversal, and this is your bullish diversion. Same thing here, look like market could create a bullish diversion and we could bounce. Let's see, because PayPal is getting cheaper and cheaper as the time progress by, and you're gonna see PayPal could get squeezed somewhere here in November time, somewhere some point of time here, and then it could go higher. So but before that, you just right now here, just wait for the MACD to curl up. If you are a bullish, MACD to wait, curl up, and it could go higher. So before the earning, probably it might bounces. But at this point, I would say MACD in a bear territory, we could play around this area. Resistance would be around 62. Keep that thing in mind. This area resistance to watch right here. Oversold, so they have to buy back. That's what market could do on PayPal. So there is a bounce coming. Still weakness market has it, MACD in a bear territory. So we will play around this area to this area right here before it go up. Okay, next Disney. Disney folks, oscillator 0. Disney looking super horrible, folks. Stay away from Disney. If you ask me, it's not looking good. Disney is not looking good. It's compressing this range, folks. Yeah, Disney not looking good. I would stay away from here because we still not looking good. I think Disney could break down also, folks. Yeah, Disney could break down. Look, this is the bull cycle. We could not bounce, so stay away. I would say Disney could go low and test this line, this area, 84, looking weak. Disney QQQ. Let's take a look at the QQQ, folks. Okay, so QQQ right here. Oops, sorry. Okay, so QQQ still has a QQQ giving up, folks, right there. We could go and test the support line right here, and then so QQQ still has some weakness. We just trying to enter into bear territory, so still has a weakness, folks. Okay, still QQQ has a weakness. We might find a bounce, and then we could go lower. Okay, so QQQ could target little bounce, and then we could go and test this area, support area, QQQ. Little bounce. Remember, there is a bounce before it goes to. Okay, just a second. Let me clear this so I can guide you better. Okay. So QQQ could bounce. $364. And then we need to see, most likely will be rejection, and we could go lower 347 as the MACD entering into bear territory. Okay, that's QQQ looks to me. Palantir, folks. Wow, Palantir not looking good, folks. Not looking good. So Palantir had a solid bearish divergence right here. That's why I exited right at the top and I announced, right? So MACD, now Palantir is testing the critical area, which is your the support. Maybe Palantir could bounce this, and if we get a rejection, we could go and test the lower. So keep this thing in mind, folks. Palantir could bounce 1581, and then if we get a rejection, man, this can dump to $10.32. That's what I can see here. Just keep it in mind. We need to see what Palantir could do here. This bounce, you follow this bounce is important. There's a bounce coming in, and then if any rejection come, we're gonna break this floor, folks. We're gonna break this. Is not. We're gonna break this. This next demand area is gonna break. I'm just laying out two scenarios, not one scenario. Bounce scenario as well as the bearish scenario also, because MACD just entered the bear territory. MACD just entered into bear territory. That's why. All right. All right. Let's take a look at it. Man, you guys are like constantly going on. Hi, Josh. No, VIX, folks, forget about the VIX, folks. VIX is pointless. VIX are they muted, man. You know, sometimes market goes up, VIX also goes up. Market goes down, VIX also goes down, right? It's muted. So, but VIX look good right now, crossing the cloud and look like a bullish. So VIX could probably VIX could go to this area. Technically look like this is $20, $21 right there. So VIX just entered into VIX is just woke up and heading into bull territory. So yep, keep eyes on it, VIX. Okay, what is it next? Meta looking weak, folks. Meta looking horrible. Yeah, Meta not looking good. So if you ask me Meta right here, so Meta could go eventually long run could go to 250 area. So in meantime, Meta could bounce and we could test this to 90 somewhere and get a rejection. If we have rejection, we could go 250. Right, so be careful. This is not looking good. Meta looks horrible, folks. Be careful. This is the early heads up. Meta was constant bullish last 4 months. They have a tons of tools to take on Meta. Watch out. This is not looking good because we are testing the cloud. Somewhere here might be a bounce with rejection and we could go lower. So man, this market looks like gonna go lower. With the Meta, Tesla, all the chart looking like a bearish to me, that means they're gonna take the market down. That's what it looks like. Let's see. Okay, Rivian. Let's take a look at the Rivian. So Rivian had a sloping resistance rejection. Excuse me. Rivian looking bearish, folks. 21,898. If the Rivian breaks the cloud, folks, we are going lower. And where are we heading? Rivian could go to. This is all market condition to view. Not immediately go and get excited on this one, folks. So I need to see how much it could bounce. So Rivian could bounce right now, and we could go and test these. What these? So right now Rivian has a cloud and we can bounce, and we can probably go around this here. Sorry, not that's too far. This one right here, $25 Rivian. And then we could have a rejection and we could go lower somewhere here. This is too far out. There's a gap here. Let me see. Oh, wait. This is. What is this? Yeah, right here. This is what I can see. Okay. So this is the two area. It bounced 24.65 when rejection 19.20. This is the area, and we are in the middle of the cloud. Okay, keep this thing in mind. All right. Okay. NVIDIA already done. TQQ, same thing we did. If stock looks bearish, how SPY can bounce? No, the SPY could bounce here a little bit also. Like, remember I said the SPY could probably bounce because of bearishness. This bounce, and we need to see here if any rejection comes, then we're gonna go break this and we could go and test lower because MACD just entered into bear territory. So there is a bounce, linear line test somewhere, sloping resistance right here, right? And then we need to see whether we're gonna bounce here or we're gonna break this support. So most likely if rejection, we're gonna break this support and we could go lower. So we'll see. Zoom. Okay. Zoom is curling up now. Zoom is oversold, but sloping support broken, and we're testing the linear line right here. So Zoom at the critical stage, folks, right now. Zoom 64, if this breaks, we could go lower. But right now, Zoom has a bounce curling upwards. So, but not looking good. Why? Let me show you. So Zoom broke the sloping resistance, so let me get rid of that now. So we could bounce anywhere the cloud, we could have a rejection at 68, and we could break 66, and we could go lower and test the support. So Zoom has earning coming in, is a caveat. So Zoom can bounce here. If the market is bullish, Zoom can bounce and test the Zoom looking good. If it is bounce and test this, and then we get a rejection because all the bulls are correct. So MACD in a bad territory, and this is your support, but the bounce could be your you have a cloud resistance right there, so you need to probably this area you need to watch, and then we could have a rejection and again test this area again back to the same spot because of the caveat, folks. I have no control over technicals. Remember that market maker play games with the bulls and bears. So this in between 68 and 64, I can see Zoom can play and burn out everybody's premium. Okay, because Zoom is oversold, so they're gonna play around games here, this area, because they could bounce a little bit because oversold. That's why long run oversold. Okay, RCL. RCL looking very, very weak. We found the support right here. It was super bullish, so they are taking air out of the balloon on it, RCL right now. But eventually, okay. So we need to watch here. MACD enter into bad territory, RCL can pull back. So right now we are testing the demand area. Right here, RCL testing the critical demand area right here. You can bounce, and then you need to watch this, which is if this rejection, RCL gonna break the cloud and we're gonna go lower. And if they could go lower, man, yeah. This is the smart monies are sitting in this area right here. RCL could go this, but I'm just laying out the market overall condition that there's a bounce, and then if rejection, they could go lower. Okay, so this is the range it could play. Folks, you have to keep checking all these things. Okay, we have to keep checking every week or every 2 weeks how the market condition lays out. If the market condition changes, this also could change. So I'm exactly laying out what market condition looks to me, and that is the reason if I'm looking at the one bull scenario and then immediately looking at the one bear scenario. Okay, because of the markets, the way the market is, and then technical MACD entering into bear territory right here, right? That's why. So we need to see how far it could go lower. Okay, Boeing is right here, folks. Boeing has a bounce here, right here. MACD in a bull territory. This is your demand area. Boeing could bounce from here, folks, and we could go and test. Okay, Boeing looking bullish to me, folks. Boeing does not look to me bad. We're still in bull territory, and this could bounce somewhere here and see how much rejection it comes here. So Boeing, I see a compression around here, and then this is the area. So Boeing looks to me, we have to watch for the 243 area right here somewhere. If the bounce comes, how far it could go, we'll see. But $20 bounce is a lot, and then we could go and test the cloud here. If the market pull back, we could go and test the cloud maybe around 230. So we'll see how far it has a bounce. We need to wait for because MACD, look at this, MACD is bad. MACD is bearish right now, but market has a bounce, then we could also little bounce here. And if any rejection comes this bounce to have a rejection anywhere nearby, not even try the resistance, we could break the cloud. So but this is your demand area, folks, right here. Now if this demand area flips, then we could go lower also. It can happen. But right now, MACD in a bull territory. So that's why I'm not expecting immediate lower, because bulls are in control. Okay. That's the Boeing. Jerome Powell will be speaking on Friday, folks. He'll be speaking on Jackson Hole conference, right? So that will be Friday. By the time market will be, you know, it's done pretty much. So that's too far out. Before that, oh man, you guys have so many stocks. Hold on a second. I didn't go through all this. Baba, folks, horrible chart, man. We are breaking the cloud, folks. Watch out. Baba looking not good. Chinese stocks are not looking good. We could go hard. So Baba breaking down. It could bounce. We could have rejection later. But this is, we are testing the cloud. Look at this Baba. Baba was great, but then divergent and they could go lower. Be careful, Baba. Baba is not looking good now. Now Baba not looking good. We are breaking the cloud. So stay away. Baba could go lower. 79. Okay. Amazon already done. J&J. Let me look at J&J. So J&J, folks, what I see here, J&J several time resistance, and if J&J try to break the 171, then J&J looks to me a bearish, right? That's what it right now. J&J has a divergent bearish. So J&J could target is 166 if once we break this. Until then, not bearish. We need to 170, 134 need to break in order to be bearish. And without that, I don't go in short. We need to break the, remember, you need to break the 171, 34 in order to go lower. Until then, it's just still bullish. But eventually looks like it would go. When, I don't know. But looks like J&J might play some game too. And then it could go. Looks like a bearish divergent. China not doing well. 6 XOM. Man, you guys are like so many charts doing. Hold on. Let me see XOM. All right, 10:30, folks. Okay, so I got to wrap it up in 20-30 minutes. Okay. So let's do XOM. Let's folks click the like button. 111 likes. If anybody didn't click the like button, please help to click the like button, folks. So XOM looking bullish. MACD in a bull territory. We were all the time was bearish, squeezing, and look like now bullish. XOM. Alrighty. So next target is this area to watch. We need to break this. This is gonna break 112 probably. Yeah, XOM looking good. Look at this bounce. So if this, so what I can think is market might play here sometime and then create a bullish triangle and can break and go higher, something like that to watch as the oil looking bullish. But we're gonna play, this is your resistance, we're gonna play around here on XOM, right? And if you break this, we're gonna go lower. So keep it in mind, anywhere here, this area 107 area, this breaks, we could go lower, but you're gonna play in between here this game. Right now, this is nice and bullish setup right now. Super duper bullish setup on XOM look like. Look at this squeeze, man. This is nice. XOM. Crowd. Wow. Whoa. What happened here? Crowd is. Wow, crowd looking bearish, man. The crowd had a divergence. Look at this bearish divergence. Boom. Sloping support. So cloud. Wow, cloud is trying to break through the. Now we need to interesting flux cloud here. Look, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Right. So if you can see here, same thing. What happening is now crowd wanted to enter into bear territory, and this is your bearish divergence. Market got a weakness. We are testing the very strong demand area right here. If this area bounce, we could little have a bounce. How far bounce comes, that's what needs. So these earnings are coming in 55 right here, folks. Watch out here. Oh, thank you for your donation. Thank you, appreciate. Right here, as you can see, look at this. So support is right here, folks, and market could bounce here. Crowd, how far it could bounce, that's what we need to see here. Most likely crowd looking bearish, we could go and break this floor. This demand can flip and we could go lower, folks. Okay, that's what I can see here. Because we are testing in the middle of the cloud, so there might be a bounce right now. But look at the MACD, look at the divergence. That's why we got weakness, and MACD in a bad area about to enter. Look at the squeeze. This can break and we could go lower. We have a caveat earning. 1 second, let me get clear of this. Yeah, man, this is not looking good. This is your sloping support, absolutely. This is your demand area, absolutely, and there's a bounce here. So how far it could bounce, that's what you need to watch. Probably not much room, 151. And then by the time we're gonna have, we'll be below the cloud. And look at this cycle. We're gonna have a kaboom here. This looks bearish. This could go here. Man, this is not good. Okay, anyway, I'm just telling you folks, look like a ascending looking bullish, but it looks to me a bearish long run. So watch out. Tesla already looked at it. Can you tell me which? There is no EMA here. Tesla for long term. TSLY. TSLY. No chart like that, folks. Okay, there is no stock like that. Joshua, what is your take on banks, particularly COF, which is trying to sell commercial real estate? And why? COF. Folks, bank, market maker, they will not allow to fail any bank. Right now, banks are in trouble because of a lot of exposure to the certain assets and certain areas. But that's the blood vein in our body, right? Same thing. Banks are the blood vein of your economy. So banks, they will manage, man. They don't allow to fail things. They will hide. They will secretly do playing games, backdoors, and a lot of things they will do. So COF is Capital One Financial Bank. This divergence right there is looking bearish. So this bank is lower now and looking, man, this could go lower, folks. This has a weakness. Look at this divergence. We got and this is your support area right here. That's where it's testing right now. This is the area to watch. Critical. But looking bearish. Now we just started the bear cycle. So this is bearish. This could go lower. Okay. So this could probably have a pullback, and we could go and test this support, which would be cloud breaking at 99. COF. Okay. Can you do Unity? Sure, Unity. Okay, so Unity broke the cloud, folks. Unity looking bearish. Unity enter into bear territory, and this is long-term cycle. Okay, short-term it could bounce, and where it could bounce and test the cloud and got a rejection, and then we could go lower Unity. So next target is 38.55 Unity, and then we need to see that's your cloud resistance, and we could go lower. Okay. Toll Brothers, what is the symbol? Toll Brothers, TOL. One stock at a time, folks. I cannot do more. Okay, wow, man, Toll Brothers, what the hell? Wow, this could be a super solid short, man. This stock looks solid. Weakness. Wow, somebody can print crazy money on this stock, man. But it's a super long-term stock to short. This stock is heading to all the way here. Wow, man. But long term, you cannot be 1 or 2 quarter, otherwise you're gonna be market maker play dirty games here. This is man. This is, look at the diversion, right? This point to this point is going up, right? Over here diversion, and look at this. We just started. There might be a bounce and then kaboom coming. Look at the MACD entering into bad territory. Man, this is amazing. Sloping resistance building. This is a good shot, man. Once we break the sloping support, we're gonna have an easy ride. So maybe one bounce, right? So many people looking at the bull flag right here. This is not a bull flag, man. This is weak. This stock looking weak, and this is right here. Long run, few quarters, at least couple of quarters I would go. Next year, if I want to short, I would short for next year. Okay, but looks like nice bearish. Sorry. Datadog. Wow, Datadog looking bullish, little bit bouncing from here. So I have a position on Datadog, small position, nothing crazy, but I have, after running the dump, so I bought some Datadog. But yeah, Datadog looking bullish, nothing much. Okay, so over here, so there was a bearish diversion right here. They pull back Datadog. Now it's time to go back to the a similar area where right here. So Datadog is heading this area right here. We could go and test this 103. Okay, and then we need to figure out rejection, and then we could go lower or not. So it could create head and shoulder. Let's see. But look like Datadog is right now looking bullish. When market was dumping, Datadog was going up. You see that? So Datadog looking good. Enphase. Wow, Enphase touched down our target, folks. Look at that, 132.61. So Enphase, 1 second. Enphase looking. I need to give some time on Enphase, another week, and see if this is look like a bullish diversion. It could create if the MACD cross, and we could bounce here. So Enphase could be a good entry, but we need more confirmation yet. So I would check back in a month, because still Enphase look like okay. We found the support area. This area is, folks, several time market has spanned here, this area to this area, right? You see this area. So this is where market could compress and face maybe 132, 130, and then it could go higher. So this is gonna compress out here. Is when market bottom out, they spend time. Whenever market spend time quite a bit, that is the strength. You don't want to buy that just like it's just the bottom. You need a compression. You need market to spend some time and then reversal. That is the best entry. So I would check back in a couple of weeks, week or 2 weeks check. I would give around some time. Nothing is running away. We still need some time to analyze here. If you are bullish side, if you're short, then yeah, you're gonna play around here. There's nothing running away. Right? Alrighty. Somebody says space. What is space? SPCE. Oh, those are, folks, $2 stock. These are stay away from these. I cannot analyze all this. QQQ already done. Okay. RTX. RTX is looking good. Compression, not looking good. Compression. $85, not good doing anything on RTX. So RTX looking good right now, folks. Okay, RTX is reversal. So RTX is your bounce. So RTX is heading higher. What is RTX does either? I don't know. But we could go and test the cloud, which is $88. That's what is heading. So RTX looking good. It could bounce to $88. Then we need to see after that you're gonna rejection or not, but look like heading right now north. Okay. TTOO. What is TTOO? I cannot look in 5 cents for, come on. UPST. UPST MACD in a bear territory. Look at that. So it's bearish. We are finding the support around $29 right here. UPST. So we need, UPST is not going anywhere, folks. It's just a little bounce. It could happen anywhere, and then it could go to 37. So what you do is right here. Next, if EPS bounce, market bounce, UPS could bounce. Also test this, and we could have a rejection, and we could go lower and test at $25. So my thinking is market might go and play between $28 and $27, $10 range market up and down for few weeks. That's the cycle of the UPST market look like. Nothing is going anywhere. They're gonna burn out everybody's calls and puts, whomsoever would be. Well, can you check Snap? Snap is, yeah, Snap looking weak right now. Snap not looking, MACD in a bear territory. So what happened here, Snap is, folks, they could compress out here, and then MACD could reverse. You follow? That's what I would think about it. So MACD in a bear territory right now, and we've been constantly selling out this Snap. So right now oversold. Look at that, oversold. So Snap could bounce here. All right, but MACD still in a bear territory. We just need to wait here because oversold MACD. Look at that, negative 65. So super duper oversold MACD is on a Snap. That's why Snap could bounce. Where it could bounce, maybe $10 right here. And then it could have rejection, come back with that next step, but it could rejection and it could come down also later. But right now Snap is bouncing and target is $10. Okay, Netflix, DWAC is a good shot, folks. I announced that DWAC when this happened. I said it is $18, but DWAC wants to go lower, folks. Look at that divergence, still wants to go lower. So we're gonna fill the gap, and DWAC heading to $14 right here. Gonna fill the gap, but everybody watching the gap, right? That's why market bounce here. So now they're gonna go and fill the gap. That's why. Okay, so that's the cheese they laid out, and that's what it bounced. And now we're gonna go lower 14. Now we think they're gonna go lower. Okay, Netflix, NFLX. Netflix looking horrible. Wow, man, Netflix looking horrible. About to break the cloud, entering into bear territory, and look, the cycle changing, the bids are changing. Netflix wants to go to 373 area right here. Netflix heading somewhere in this area. Okay, and then we might bounce somewhere. So if it did bounce, we could go test this, and we could have a rejection, break the cloud, and we could test this. So maybe little bounce and then rejection. Okay, so this area Netflix could be playing between. Okay, Sophie got a support here a little bit, but Sophie entering into bear territory now. So that means Sophie has a lot more room to go lower. Wow, yep. Sophie could go lower. Yeah. So what happened is Sophie, market could bounce, maybe Sophie could bounce also a little bit, right? But not much room. Man, is a okay. So this is, if it is bounce, it could bounce here, and then got a rejection, and then we could go lower, and cloud will be broken, and we could test this, and then it could go lower. So Sophie not looking good, folks. Okay, so just to let you know, Sophie not looking good between here to here. Be careful, Sophie, folks. Very careful. We are about to end. We just enter into bear territory. Imagine there's a lot more room to go if the Sophie take it down. So be careful on Sophie. All right. So the video, once we end the video, you'll be able to view the whole video is recorded, folks. Okay, you're able to go and rewind the video after I end the live. All right, so let's call it a day, folks. I guess spend some good time today here, and we will see you guys tomorrow morning every day live. All right, here, join the community. You want type it on YouTube. Anybody here first day? Anybody here who joined the group, this community first time? $129 likes. We could have made it 150, but we couldn't do, man. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. No problem, folks. Thank you. With your support, everybody, folks, I really appreciate. Thank you. No problem. I really appreciate it. All right, so I'll keep making the videos and lives, and tomorrow see you morning 9:30. All right, thank you, everybody. Good night. Take care. Bye. Thank you. First time. Okay, thank you for 138 likes. Good. We could have done it 150. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine, folks. Those who like, subscribe, join the community, enjoy, folks. Enjoy. That's what I'll tell you. All right. Sharing is caring, folks. All right. Thank you. Everybody, thank you. Good night.